Welcome, this is Villadon, and I'm playing Hydroneer. This is a game that I started a long time ago, but they just recently had a massive update, and it pretty much changed most of the game. I mean, the concept's still the same, but how you go about doing things is completely updated, refurbished, and we're gonna hit continue on a game I started last night. I played a few hours, and then this morning a little bit more. And then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a recording of where I'm at. And this is the setup I ran with. You know, I started day one from scratch. You take your bucket, you take your shovel, you dig some dirt, put it in the bucket, use your brush, which I got laying around somewhere. Use your brush, scrub the dirt, it gets you gold, you take your gold, and you run all the way up there to the little market kiosk and sell. Do that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, however much you want, until you have enough resources gathered up to start buying new stuff. And then once that's all done, you can take your money. Oh, I left it here. Where's my cart go? You take your money and you can purchase things from the shop. This is for tools and equipment. You put your funds in here. There is deafening music. I apologize. Let me reduce that music way down. I still want the music, but it doesn't need to be so amazingly loud. Okay. It should just be more subtle now, not quite so loud. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Whatever items you want to buy, you grab it from here, you put it on here. If you have the coins in the bucket, you hit the button, it'll zero out, and then you can take the item and put it wherever you want. If I have not purchased it, if you try and go past this line right here, it dies. It's kind of a funny little dynamic of the game, but it used to not be there, and you could cheat the game, and then they slowly patched it out. So it is what it is. But here's your resources to start with. You know, furnace, cauldron, you know, your casting mold. So you can take this, dump it into that, and makes the bars. Eventually, you can get the one that I'm using, which I had to go all the way over there to the other zone for. But this one, you dump all your stuff in here. You click it, and it immediately pours into the mold. So there's no extra step. I've been harvesting all the shards out of my resource bucket here. When I get enough of them, I put it in there, make a bar, take the bars, put the bars in here, and it basically gives you... I put a few in there. I don't think it's an issue. Everything seems to be working, but basically your bars help speed things up. I know my operation's kind of small, so therefore it is working just fine. If I was going to make this more extensive, I was toying with the idea of going and buying 4 or 5 more of these and daisy chaining them up to where whatever resource I want gets spit out into a pan like this. Everything else gets spit out, but I would line this up so it spit it out into the next one. And then, so I could do one for gold, one for iron, one for the crystals, and one for the jewels. And I was thinking that might do me a nice little solid system, because it's not hard to do. It's just I go buy more water intake. I probably won't need any of the filters or nothing, because it's just a sorter. So therefore my current system, I could actually streamline it just a little bit. And I might actually do that off camera. I mean, or the other option is I leave my setup how it is. I keep learning more of the gameplay mechanics, because things did change from the last time I played. The last time I really played this game was when they first introduced... Here it is. When they first introduced this area over here. So, if you're familiar with the game, then you understand that it was kind of, I was kind of outdated. When they introduced this fishing, was the last time I really played. But the game's always been on my radar. I've always enjoyed this game. I find it a lot of fun. And I think it actually, aesthetically, looks amazing. At least for me. I mean, I'm not exactly using a top-end laptop that I game with. So, it's, you know, that is what it is. If I was using a multi-$1,000 computer and I was playing a game like this, yeah, you're probably not utilizing the computer to its fullest. However, the laptop I'm playing on plays it on Epic just fine. I think it looks great. Even the fire looks good. So, I mean, call it what you want. Play to your own strengths, I guess. I've been trying to harvest all this caladium ore, a little at a time. But yes, this lovely vehicle I have here was actually MIA for a very long time. If you're familiar with the old dynamic vehicles, they would randomly just float off. Thankfully they fixed that. However, I managed to roll it. I used the recall nearest vehicle button, and then I didn't know where it went. I had to go and search the map. I went to... There we go. I had to go to... the Mildews Aquifer is where my vehicle ended up being, because I had driven past it on my way to Icehelm, where I rolled the vehicle, but I didn't know it went there. So I did the unstuck command for people, which, let me put my hard hat back on. If you hit unstuck, it teleports you, no matter where you're at, right back here in the middle of the road. And so I did that and then screwed myself up royally, because I couldn't find my vehicle. And I'm gonna sleep real quick. Go ahead and make it daytime. Cool. So we have a bucket of resources here to go ahead and process again. This is a cool little thing. And like I said, I really need to do what I was talking about. Where I chain them up so it spits it out one to the next to the next. I just don't know if I'll do it in this current gameplay, or if it would make more sense to do it in a brand new game where we start day one. Perfect. That looks good. Turn that back on. The shards are easy to grab. And so there's a feature that forgot about, and I actually kind of like it, is... Oh, there's none in here, but normally, like, right now, this iron bin has some jewels in it just because of my current process of sorting. The iron and the gems go together. Well, you think you go to smelt, but it turns out they actually drop out the bottom. So it's kind of a pain, because then you're constantly having to fish for your gems. But that's where this little magnet on a stick comes into play, because you can just kind of wind them out. Come on, there's more in there. There we go. Now, gotta talk to it almost like a little dog. We'll just use this, drag them over. Beep, 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 beep. Come on. There we go. We'll just leave my little magnet stick over here. And now I can do the grinding part of processing the gems. I'm gonna save a couple of these. In fact, I will take this gem and drop it right there. Perfect. That's a good spot for it. I'll drop one of those, and I think a sapphire. I'll harvest these others. I'm gonna go look for something that I found earlier that I didn't know they had, because they changed things up. So now I got a bucket full of gems. We come running up here. I don't know why I'm running. I should have took the car. Well, I probably would have wrecked the car, but regardless, the car would have been faster. Is it... Is it here? Where did it go? Oh, okay, I remember. Gotta cross over the bridge. Man, this game looks so cool. They did a good job with it. Kudos to the developers for making all the changes they made, because it's changed a lot. A lot of the bugs have been fixed. I mean, there's still bugs. What games nowadays don't, but it, yeah, I don't know. I really like this game, and I like the fact of the direction it's going. Okay, so that one is that bar. Oh, I remember. Dang it. Definitely should have took the car now. But we're already here, so we'll do the unstuck command here in a second. Zip us right back once I have... Once I get up here, I'll check it out. So here was the stone building area. This is where you can get like stone floors and wall pieces and doorways and doors and stairs. Here's the underground mine setup that you park your vehicle right here, and then inside that mine there's like a piping system that you drop your items on a conveyor. 500, that's it. Whatever, I'll take it. don't need that little bucket anyway. I have another one. So we're just gonna do unstuck. Whoop. Oh. It didn't take me home. It just took me here. Well, that's okay. We're halfway home from this point. And I got 500 extra coins to play with. I think that's supposed to be gold bar. Because there's another one of those auction table things that has one that looks like a iron bar. So I haven't experimented with those yet, just to see if they truly just, do they want the iron products, or do they want specifically the iron bar? There is the bridge back home, so we'll just run across it real fast. Like I said, I really should have took the car. I thought it was just like right there, but it wasn't just right there. Everything, yeah, everything was like, it felt so much closer. I mean, it's not really that long. It took me, what, 30 some odd seconds or something of real time to run across. So 2 stacks of coins, if you drop them on top of each other, they merge into 1 stack. Alright, my light's still on, so it's still processing. Lots of money in here. Looks like I'm having a few escapees. Let's clean that up.
Huh?
Idea I had about daisy chaining, I think I'm gonna have to do here sooner than later. Just even in this small operational space, it's kind of taxing to keep picking the resources up. Let alone once I dump them out. Now I gotta figure out how to get my bucket back down where I want it, because I did make the hole very well. So that's partly me to blame on that one. Actually, it's all me to blame. I was trying to figure out how to logistically make it work, because I have the same water pipe feeding the drill processor, and then it tees off to my splitter. So I was trying to be as compact as I could and as efficient as I could. So I may not have done things the most economical, but it works. Processing at a pretty good rate. I mean, the gold alone, let's make sure there's nothing in here. There's iron bar. So let's take our gold. We're gonna dump it in. Man, I have tweaked the sounds, and I don't, hopefully that's not deafening to you guys, but it's pretty loud in my ear. I'm the one with the headphones on, trying to talk to you guys, so hopefully it's not too overbearing. now it's... So, I got a nice big fat gold bar here. Cool, so I got a iron bar and gold bar smelting, or well, heating up. I've got my rig running again. Didn't mean to do that. Let me fix my mistake. I think part of the problem is I believe I can lock these buckets down too. Which you can lock down equipment, foundations, all your building supplies using the... Come on.
Huh? Huh?
There we go. I think that'll work. There we go. Okay. So using the construction hammer, you can lock it in place. Believe. Oh, maybe you can't do it with buckets. Oh well, it was an idea. But yeah, so that's what we got. Small operation. We got resources that we can sell at various points on the map. All in the name of the game of getting enough money set aside to purchase the next plot of land, where we then scale up the operation. And it's a rinse, wash, and repeat cycle. At least for now. I'm sure at some point they're gonna keep pumping out like, you know, extra features and stuff just to keep the game going strong. But that's what we got so far. This is where I'm going to leave this video. This has been Real Dawn. We're playing Hydroneer. Thanks for watching.